You can spend hundreds of dollars on a new compressor, condenser, every relay in the box. But if you don't get this one thing right, your AC will never blow cold. Today, we're stripping away the noise and looking at the absolute bare minimum your car needs to keep you cool. The must-have is refrigerant. Think of it as the blood of the system, and the compressor is the heart. If there's no blood in the system, the heart will spin for nothing. In fact, your car is smart enough to know this. The computer won't even allow the compressor to turn on to keep it from burning up. Now, a lot of people think if some is good, more is better. That's a mistake. If you have too much oil or refrigerant in your system, it's like eating too much salt. It's going to give high pressure to the system, just like hypertension in a human. Eventually, it's going to cause a blowout and cause the entire system to shut down. To protect itself, you need the right balance, not just more. Now, if you're seeing this 0 pounds pressure, you know you got a leak, obviously. Before you buy anything, check for a leak. What I do is I'll put a small amount of refrigerant, maybe a half a can, maybe some dye in with it, but don't put any oil in it yet. That's a big mistake that a lot of people make, DIY and mechanics, is every time that they add refrigerant, they want to add oil to protect the system. For every ounce of oil you put in that system, that's 1 ounce of freon that can't expand. After I've added a little refrigerant in the system, then I'll take me some soap, Dawn, something that's not corrosive to aluminum, and then I'll pull my caps, which the caps would be off. These are notorious for leaking, but there'll be a slow leak. And then I'll put me a little bit of soap in there to see if I've got any bubbles. I'll go around to each one of the connections, and I'm going to tell you right now, this will foam up if you've got a leak. I'll do it at the compressor. I'll go through every place, follow your lines, every place it may rub. That may be where your problem is. Same thing, especially with aluminum. If it's close to a sharp edge, vibration over time, it'll develop a hole. And be sure before you reconnect your gauges to wash our soap off real good out of our valve stems. And if you're not sure about the kind of detergent you're spraying on there, go ahead and rinse that off too. That'll help keep from corrosion. Now we want to take some air and blow them out really good. We sure don't want to introduce any moisture in the system, or soap for that matter. Now when you add this partial can, you can listen. If you're totally out, you may have a big leak, so you can listen and see if you hear any hissing noise. I have run into that a lot, and that's usually the condenser, the rocks hit it, and it's got a pretty good sized hole in it. It may be as simple as a 50-cent O-ring. So before you waste any money going out buying things, do this first. And if you find heavy oil deposits, you might want to add some oil, but I find in most cases that people add oil every time they add refrigerant. You don't need to do that. And now you know the bare minimum. But what if your pressures are perfect, but you're still not cold? Now you need to dig a little deeper. I've got a video right here. I'll take you through the next steps. I hope to see you there. I'm James Noble. If you got any value out of this, hit me with some love, like and subscribe. I do appreciate you watching.